Cześć, jesteśmy na prezentacji InFamous Second Son. Ja tutaj staram się młodzieżowo wyglądać tak jak bohater gry. No co, no widzieliśmy już krótką prezentację, przyjechali twórcy, także za chwileczkę będziemy mieli możliwość porozmawiania z nimi, ale najpierw zjemy burgera.
Hi Poland, my name's Ken Schramm, I'm with Sucker Punch Productions and I'm here to answer your questions. So we're very excited to introduce Delson Rowe in Second Son. He's going to be our new hero, and you know, he's very different from Cole McGrath. Cole was one of those heroes that, you know, he was surprised that he got his powers, he didn't know what to do with his powers, and he didn't really enjoy them all that much. Well, Delson, he's a completely different character all itself, you know. He's one of those guys that got the powers, he figures, wow, this is pretty cool. So he goes and collects them, and he's just going to go through and enjoy his powers. I mean, having Delson as the thing, and the choice was actually made by the gamers. So I should back up a little bit, because at the end of InFamous 2, I'm not sure whether the players knew that they were actually going to take the course of the franchise itself back then. So when they chose the good canon, and that chose to sacrifice Cole, at that point in time, they knew that they didn't know they were going to get a new hero, a new story, new powers, and but here it is today. Cole had his partner Zeke, who basically guided him through the game, if you will. In Second Son, there's a character named Reggie, and Reggie happens to be Delson's older brother, and it really falls in line with what the title is all about. So it's InFamous Second Son. So now you're starting to get the understanding of Delson Rowe's relationship to his older brother Reggie. You know, Reggie was that successful guy in high school. You know, the jock that did all the sports, and you know, he's the local police now, very successful. Where Delson Rowe is this 24-year-old Native American still trying to find his way. He's tagging a lot of things, getting in a lot of mischief. So you know, that's the story of their relationship, and it, you know, it grows as our game goes through. Yeah, you know, we're very excited to be able to create Seattle. You know, Seattle, I don't know if your viewers or your readers know, but that's where Sucker Punch is based. So we were able to go out and, you know, recreate Seattle. We send our guys out and take any reference shots they wanted, real easy to do. But yeah, instead of doing an Empire City or New Marais, I mean, Empire City being modeled after New York and New Marais after New Orleans, you know, this was our backyard, and you know, the Seattle Center and Space Needle and all that stuff is a big part of Seattle, and we couldn't just calling our, you know, Space Needle Galactic Tower or something like that. So we went for it and made the real thing. Now I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're going to go to our city and have a one-to-one tour or anything like that. But the essence and a few, you know, we got some local businesses and everything in there. So when you go to Seattle, you're going to have a lot of fun playing in our Seattle. You know, Second Son very much has the choice element in our game. You know, it's always been a staple of the InFamous games. So yes, there's definitely going to be choices made. It's going to influence the story and powers and all that stuff. But, you know, the key thing that you need to keep in mind about these choices is that it's going to make two distinct play styles, right? Playthroughs. So we highly encourage you to play our game twice. We always have. But this time with Second Son, if you don't play it twice, you're going to miss a lot of content. Delson with his collection of powers, if you will, versus Cole's one power. Well, you know, we're building this. We're getting to build a whole new origin story, and you know, we wanted to have as much fun with it as possible. So we were just thinking around what would be the best power that you could possibly have, and you know, what other power is better than just taking any power from other conduits, right? So that's pretty much how we went with it. Just it was the coolest power we could think of. Well, along with the new console, the PS4, obviously, you know, you get a lot of advancements in the technology, and we have to meet the challenge of doing that. And I hope the fans think that we met that challenge, and you know, it does. It creates a lot of things in our game that, you know, we didn't do in InFamous 2, for example. You know, you're starting to see our 3D cutscenes now that tell the story. Now, our 2D cutscenes are still in the game, but they're more or less telling the backstory, the conduits, and all that stuff. The connection of the storylines in between your gameplay are all done now in 3D. And in that 3D, you're going to see a lot of the technology of the PS4, especially in the facial mocap that we've been able to do. I mean, when you see those close-ups of Delson and Reggie and the other characters in our game, wow, it looks really, I think we're on the forefront of that technology, and hopefully we can continue along those lines.
When it comes to conduits, it's my call. Not yours, not ours, mine.